Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to start with the chapter 11, Algebra. Okay. So, last class, I have just gave you the videos regarding this algebra. Right. I gave you one video. That is actually the basic concept which you will be discussed in the chapter algebra. Okay. Once you recall that, you can easily know what is meant by algebra. Okay, so those are the basic things you will deal with the chapter algebra. Okay, so what is meant by constants, variables, like terms, factors, like that, many things we have discussed. So once you recall that, when you come to this chapter, it will be more easier to learn this. Okay, actually, what is meant by algebra? Algebra is nothing but it is a branch of mathematics where you will learn about the generalization of numbers. Okay, in other things, when you learn about numbers, just you will learn 1, 2, 3 and all like that. That is what the numbers you know. But when you are generalizing the numbers, you will use the algebra concept. Okay, I will teach you what is the generalization, how you will generalize it. That things I will teach you. Okay, so now these definitions and basic things they have given here. You can take page number 221, children. Next comes the matchstick patterns. Okay, matchstick patterns means when you want to represent any number or any alphabets using matchsticks, how many matchsticks are needed? That is what we are going to calculate here. So here we are going to represent the number L. This is the letter L. This is the letter L. We are going to represent this letter L. So how many matchsticks is needed? 1, 2. Okay. When you want to represent 2 L's, how many matchsticks is needed? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 matchsticks are needed. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 4, 6. Next, after that 8, 10. It will come like that. So what is the pattern they are following here? 2, 4, 6, 8. Next one will obviously be 8. So it is like multiples of 2. Correct? 2, 4, 6 and all, it is multiples of 2, right? So that is what the pattern. So they have given, listen, if you want to represent 1 L, you need 2 matchsticks. 2 L's, you need 4 matchstick. 3 L's, you need 6 matchstick. So then 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So everything looks like the multiple of 2. Okay, everything looks like what pattern? It looks like a multiple of 2. So what is this? How you will represent this? What in the generalized format? How you will represent using the algebra? Here I am going to represent them as 2n because everything are multiple of 2. So I am going to represent as 2 into n, where n is the number of times you want to represent that value. If you want L as only one time, so 2 into 1, 2. So you need 2 matchsticks. If you want 2 L's means 2 2s are 4. About 4 matchsticks are needed. Okay. Next, if you want 3 L's, about 2 3s are 6. You need 6 matchsticks. Likewise, you are generalizing that even pattern. You are generalizing this one. You are generalizing this multiple of 2 pattern as 2n. If it is 3, 6, 9 like that. If it is like multiple of 3 means how you will represent it as 3n or 3x. Any variable you can put it. Okay. That is what the thing we have discussed here. Okay. Next. See, 1 minute. Let me check it. Okay. This is what the multiple of 2. So you have used 2n or 2x or 2y. Any variable you can use. Now we are going to learn about the idea of a variable. This actually we have already discussed. What is meant by variable? Yes. See here, last question, how many matchsticks required? 2n. If the L is 1L, you need 2 matchsticks. L is 2L, 2 2s are 4 matchsticks. 3L means 2 3s are 6 matchsticks. Okay, so here this n is nothing but variable. Variable is nothing but it is not fixed. Whatever value if you give to this n, the number of matchsticks will change. If I give n as 10 now, 2 into 10, 20 matchsticks. So this n is changing. Okay, so it is not fixed. It is changing. Okay, that is what n is the example of the variable. Its value is not fixed. It can take any value. We can put n is equal to 1, 2, 3. So if you put 1, 2, 3 any value, the number of matchstick required will change. Okay, so this is the concept of variable. The word variable means something that can vary. That is, it can change. The value of the variable is not fixed. It can take different values. Okay, that is the concept of variable. So they have given more number matchstick patterns. See this is the alphabet C. 1, 2, 3. When you want to represent 1C, you need 3 matchstick. When you want to represent 2 C's, you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 matchsticks you want. When you want 3 C's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 matchsticks. Then 12. See that they have given in what they have given you in the tabular column. Yes. 1C means 3 matchsticks. 2C means 6 matchsticks. 3C means 9 matchsticks. 4C means 12 matchsticks. So this is like a pattern of what? Multiple of 3. 3, 6, 9. Everything looks like the multiple of 3. So how you will generalize it? You will generalize like 3n. Yes. How you will generalize, children? You will generalize it as 3n. Where n is the number of C and you will get the number of matchstick. When you want 1C, 3 into 1, 3 matchsticks is needed. 2 C's, 3 2s are 6, 6 matchsticks are needed. Okay, so this 3n is nothing but generalized form of the numbers. So this is how you will generalize the numbers in algebra. So when you want to generalize the concept, you need a variable. Okay, when you want to generalize some numbers, you need a variable. So that's why we are dealing with variables, constants. But this 3 is a constant because this will never change. But n only will change. N will be 1, 2, 3, anything. So this will change. Okay. Next, F. For 1 F, how many matchstick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 2 F now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 12. So this is like 4n. This pattern is like 4n. Okay. So next, more examples of variables. They have given many more examples. For variable, you need not put n alone. You can put x, y, z, p, q, r, s, anything. Okay, anyway, any alphabets you can put. That is what given here in the question. Okay. Then few examples are given. See, 1, 2, 3. For one notebook, you want 5 rupees means 2 notebook is just 10 rupees. 3 notebook, 15 rupees. 4 notebook, 20 rupees. This you know already, right? For 1 notebook, 5 rupee mean 2 notebook, 10 rupee only. So this is in what pattern? It is in multiple of 5. So this will be 5m. Okay. So here and all they have given some simplified patterns. So once you go through this exercise problem, you will understand it more clearly about this algebra, where you will generalize and write it. Where and all you should generalize it. How to generalize it. That concepts you will learn from this exercise problem. Understood? See, next we'll go to the exercise problem, exercise 11.1. Okay, you can take page number 226 in your NCERT textbook. Okay, what is the first question? Find the rule which gives the number of matchsticks required to make the following matchstick patterns. Use the variable to write the rule. Okay, now we are going to write the generalization. How many matchsticks are required to frame this letter? Okay, like last problem. So for 1 T, how many matchsticks are required? 2 matchsticks are required, right? So how we will, for 2 means for 2 T's 4, 3 T's 6, 4 T's it is 8. So it forms the multiples of 2, right? How we will write? Number of matchsticks required is equal to 2n, because for 1 T it is 2 matchstick required. For larger matchsticks it will be 2n. So what is actually n here, children? Well, what is this n? What is the meaning of this n? N is the number of T's. Okay, n is the number of T's. Okay, so for 1 T it is 2 matchstick, 2 T's it is 4 matchstick. Okay, next B problem. Number of matchsticks required is equal to how many? For Z, how many matchsticks is needed? 1, 2, 3. 3 matchsticks is needed. So here number of matchsticks needed for higher values 3x. I am changing the variable. Okay, 3x. For 2 Z's it is 6. 3 Z it is 9. So for the what is the rule you will get? 3x. Here x is what? X is equal to number of Z's. Okay, x is equal to what? Number of Z's. Next, D and E problem is your homework. Okay, D problem and E problem is your homework, children. You can write in your homework note. The pattern of letter U as like this: 1, 2, 3. 3 matchsticks is required. 1, 2, 3. What will be the pattern? 3x or 3n. Number of matchsticks required is equal to 3n. What is this n here? N is equal to number of U's. Okay, number of U's. Next, F problem. See, D and E problem I have given you as a homework. F problem. Here also I am writing. Number of matchsticks required is equal to, for S, how many matchsticks is needed, children? Careful. See it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5x. How many matchsticks is needed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5x. What is this x? Number of S. Yes. So x is nothing but number of S. Next, a pattern of letter A. How many matchsticks is needed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many matchsticks is required? What is the rule? 6. Why? I am changing one variable and writing. Okay. Number of matchsticks required is equal to 6y. What is mean by y, children? Number of A's. Okay, number of A you will write it. Okay, next is your second problem. We already know the rule for the pattern of letters L, C and F. Yes, you already know, because in this textbook itself we have discussed about the pattern of L, C, F. Some of the letters from this question number 1, some letters from this question number 1 give us the same rule as that given by L. L, what is the rule, children? It is 2n. Like this 2n itself, there is few numbers in this question number 1. What are these? Okay, we should know what are that numbers which have the same rule like L. Why does this happen? Why it is happening, that we should write it. Okay, so what is the rule for what is the rule for letter L? What is the rule for letter L, children? 2n, correct? So from this question, which is like rule, which satisfies this 2n? T satisfies. Then in D and D and E problem, I have given you as a homework, right? So in that we have a D problem, which is V. The pattern is what? It is V. So that also needs only 2n matchsticks. Okay, that also needs only 2n matchsticks. So the letter from the question number 1, the letters from question number 1 have same rule as letter L. Okay, the letter from question number 1 have same rule as letter L. They are, what are those letters? What are those? They are, what are these letters, children? One is T and V. They both have what pattern? 2n pattern. So this is how we are saying that the pattern of this L is 2n. The same pattern you have for T also and V also. We have found what are these. Why does this happen? Why it is happening, children? In both we need only 2 matchsticks. Okay, in this also we need only 2 matchsticks. Here also we need only 2 matchsticks. Here also we need only 2 matchsticks. So because all these letters, because all these letters need only 2 matchsticks. Okay, that is the reason why we are saying that they are equal. Okay, the rule for this letter L is 2n. So the letters from question number 1 have same rule as L. Therefore they are T and V. Okay, why? Because we are saying they are equal, because all these letters need only 2 matchsticks for forming the pattern. Understood? Next is your third problem. What is the question? Cadets are marching in a parade. Okay, you know what is a cadet, right? Like police officer, like military man, they are marching in a parade. There are 5 cadets in a row. In one row, how many cadets? 5 cadets. Okay, so we need to find the rule. What is the rule which gives the number of cadets given the number of rows? Okay, we should find the number of cadets. How many cadets are needed when the number of rows is n? So for one row it is 5 cadets, means for n rows it is 5 into n, which is nothing but 5n. Okay, this is the calculation. Okay, so now we are going to write it in the wordings. Okay, so how many cadets are there in a row? So number of cadets in a row. Okay, in a row is equal to how much? 5. Okay, number of cadets in a row is equal to 5. So how many rows are there? Number of rows is equal to n, because use n for the number of rows. So number of rows is equal to n. So what is the rule which gives the number of cadets given the number of rows? So number of cadets in n rows is equal to 5 into n, 5n. Okay, so number of cadets in a row is equal to 5, children. Number of rows is equal to n. So number of cadets in n rows, which means generalization. For many rows means 5 into that many. Okay, that is 5 into n. 5n rows, 5n cadets will be there in n rows. Okay, this is what you should find in this problem. Okay, next is your fourth problem. If there are 50 mangoes in a box, okay, how many mangoes in a box? In one box there are 50 mangoes. Okay, how will you write the total number of mangoes in terms of number of boxes? Use B for the number of boxes. If there are B boxes, then we'll write 50 into B, 50B mangoes. Okay, for one box it is 50 mangoes. Then for B boxes, 50 into B, 50B mangoes. Okay, that is what we are going to explain here. Now we are going to write number of mangoes. Number of mangoes in a box. Number of mangoes in a box is equal to 50. Okay, so what are the number of boxes? Number of boxes is equal to how much? B. Appo number of mangoes in B boxes is equal to 50 into B, 50B. So there will be 50B, there will be how many? 50B mangoes in B boxes. Okay, so today's class we have discussed exercise 11.1 few problems, and first problem D and E subdivision I have given you as a homework. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.